husband was raised like by his grandmother, and his grandmother told him, "You ain't got to give yourself to these women."
That's a king mentality right there. That's some king shit.
King shit.
Do you feel like there's a difference between men cheating and women cheating?
In what regard?
Okay, in the regard that, okay, let me tell you. You know how many men told me when I was growing up, look, let me tell you something. Come here. Hey, I want you to fuck all them hoes. All them hoes.
That's so sad.
And then, hey, you know what? I want you to fuck all the bitches.
It's glorified for the boy.
Women told me,
hey, look, you about to go. You about to go on to school, and you about to go do this and do that. Let me tell you something. Stay away from them. Yeah, stay away from the girls, because all they want to do is lock you up and lock you down.
Let me tell you something. Didn't know
confusion is going on.
But look what they told you.
Don't just give any man them goodies.
Yeah.
Hey, cross your legs. Don't sit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be over here playing with them boys.
Yeah.
Them boys. You play with girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they telling me, fuck all them hoes. You know what? A nigga told me this. An older dude told me this 3 years ago.
What?
You know what I'm saying? He was like, was it 3? It could have been longer. But he was like, man, Shawn, I was at work. He was like, man, I know y'all got some bitches in there. He was like, look, I want you to fuck them all. And I'm a grown ass man over 30.
Why is he saying things like what?
Because that's what I grew up hearing. Hey, any guy out here can contest to this.
So did you do it?
No, I ain't fucked everybody.
I'm not saying literally.
I'm
not saying literally. Jesus. I'm not saying literally, but did you?
What is this?
Honestly, can you say that with everybody telling you that you did not adopt that approach towards women? I'm asking you, did you?
Yes, I broke into that mind state at one time. I had to get myself out of that mind state, is what I'm telling you. And it was rough. Yeah, we had to break out of that, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we were told. So if you grow up like that, feeling with that mindset, how can you not think it's different for them guys growing up like that who cheat but still have a girl or have a wife and they really love them, but they have been taught their whole life to fuck them all?
Well, it's funny that you bring this up because my husband was raised like by his grandmother, and his grandmother told him, okay, you ain't got to give yourself to these women. That's a king mentality right there. That's some king shit. That's some king shit. You ain't got to give your energy. This is it. You ain't got to give your energy. Of course, we know what she was talking about. You ain't got to give your energy to these women.
Yeah. See?
And he grew up thinking that way, and so he had like he almost sheltered himself to honor what his grandmother was telling him. You know what I mean? And it had a whole different effect. You know what I mean? It probably wasn't necessarily as good. I'm trying to figure out what is the best thing to tell a doggone person. Like, be yourself.
But see, you can't tell him to be themselves.
You done told him to fuck them all. Yeah. You done told him to fuck nobody. And now both of y'all fucked up. Trying to figure out what the hell to do. Be your damn self.
But when you think about it, they told us the same thing.
How?
But, okay, because these men was telling me to fuck them all. But the women was telling me, don't let them girls get you. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, not even woman or man was giving me respect for women. The only way I learn respect for women is having respect for...
Yes.
You feel me? And I remember coming up here to go to school, having a girlfriend. Her mama called me and said,
please break up with her.
Really?
Yeah, because she over here fucked up. She didn't say fucked up, but she said she down bad.
Like just in love with you type thing or something?
Yeah, and sitting up here, I'm not calling her. I'm not checking up on her. I'm out here living my best life.
Wait a minute, how old were you living your best life?
17, 18. My mama called me that day.
Are you serious?
Dead ass serious. Said,
Shawn, I don't like the way she's looking. She can't get over it. She can't get over it. She can't cope. She not... Please. Just break up with her.
and I
Actually, what was wrong with that advice? If
it was
you went-
good.
Right, yeah.
No, look, in retrospect, it was good advice.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she didn't come at me like, she didn't come at me wrong, like, man, I don't like the way you doing my daughter. She come, and, you know, her mom was thick.
Oh, geez.
Her mom was fine. You know what I'm saying? Had some hips. I mean, her mom was fine, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like she knew the game.
She done lived her best life
Yeah,
once upon a time, right?
She already knew what it was. And she probably knew, like, man, this shit ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
And she saw how she was. She was just like, man, just break up.
We can tell.
Yeah.
Like, as a mother of a daughter having a daughter, like, from the time, like, my daughter was, like, just like a little boy or something like that, and he was, like, kicking her to the left, you know what I mean? Like, just kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you know what? Leave this fuck nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's time.
you know, he's not that into you. Okay, you know what I mean?
Like the movie.
He's not that into you. You know, it's like, it ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it. Just leave him alone, you know?
Exactly.
And that's about the best thing you can do, because when you leave a man alone, that's when he really come for you.
Oh, you know what? People love what they can't have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's true, especially Scorpios.
yeah, that's just like what were we just talking about? So if somebody is playing, that was like that infatuation thing we was talking about that last time. If somebody is playing, it's the exact same thing we was talking about last time.
What?
Okay, when somebody gives more in a relationship, the other person kind of
On chill mode.
Yeah, on chill. So you know what I'm saying? The more this person giving, the more this person like, oh, you got me this? Oh, okay.
All right. We were talking about that.
You know what I'm saying? So once that person be like, you know what, nah, then that other person, it that's what
It flicks a
sparks
light
that,
on,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
You feel me? So, but anyway, so that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying that cheating is right. But when it comes to respectable cheating, when you've been taught a certain thing, just like what you said, your husband, you say, don't give him that energy.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Me, in so many words, they saying don't give him that energy.
Not the men, though. You listened. Were you listening to the men, or were you listening to the women?
Think about it. The men saying something very, they're being very, they're not beating around the bush.
Right.
They
Very
saying fuck them all.
straightforward. Yeah.
The women saying don't give them that energy. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, don't get to my mom even said don't get too serious with them. So guess what? Not too serious mean to me.
But fuck them all.
Fuck them all. Fuck them all.
But like, no, I have told my daughter that. Okay, like I have told her, Mael, don't you dare, ever, okay? Don't you dare fall in love in high school. Don't you dare do it. Which is the same thing as don't get too serious with him.
Yeah, but you saying don't you dare fall in love. So it's like, you know that's not going to happen.
The advice is not going to be taken? Listen, here's what I'm telling you. I don't give a shit about what your heart feeling. When I say don't fall in love, that means your actions. You need to be in a place where your actions render you to not make decisions based on this dude. Because to me, that's the definition of fall in love. What I don't want her to do is, fall for a guy and be also head over heels from her, and then like kind of cut her opportunities. I don't think she's that type of kid, but just kind of cut her opportunities because she's thinking about a dude. Let me tell you something. This little high school dude, you ain't gonna be thinking about him in 24 hours.
Right.
Okay.
But see, this is the thing though. Can I interject real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you saying don't fall in love, which is something that's just it's gonna happen. She gonna fall in love. But what you should say is, I know you're going to feel like you love somebody. But you can love them. Just don't forget about your goals.
It sounds so politically correct. I'm sure we've had that conversation before. But the gist of it is, don't fall in love.
Yeah.
I mean, I fell in love in high school.
You telling her that is something that can hinder her for life. And why you got so many successful black women out here that's single.
No, I'm saying specifically, it's the time frame that I'm emphasizing with her. That while you are young, and I would even go so far as to even tell her, don't get married until after you 26, 27. I don't give a shit how long you've been together. I don't care how hard you feel for him.
What?
Now, if you're in a situation where it's just so deep and, perhaps you doing everything else anyway, maybe you go ahead and do that, but it's the mindset. I'm telling you, don't even go there. You know what I mean? Until you get past a certain age, because I know that A, you don't know anything in high school. B, you got so much life to live and so many things to experience before 25 and around that age, that marriage and things like that shouldn't even be on your mind until sometime after 25. You should just start thinking about it, in my humble opinion.
No, most definitely.
Yeah. But again, she's gonna be her own person. I can't control her.
Yeah.
Just like that man can't control his mistress.
And there it is.
And there it is.